So we saw that Akrura was sent to Vrindavan by Kamsa, while Narada came to Vrindavan to offer his prayers to Krishna and also remind him of what he is going to do for the rest of his earthly stay. And that day, so everything happened so quickly. All these years, Krishna was in Vraja, but when things have to change, they change so quickly because Kamsa was told by Narada to incite him to bring Krishna back. And then the next morning, Akrura starts leaving towards Vrindavan. Meanwhile, Narada comes to Vrindavan and he told Visa, the day after tomorrow you will be in Mathura and you will take care of your business with Kamsa and so on. So that very morning, Krishna kills Keshi, the demon Visa, and then he took a bath in Yamuna, which became Keshi Ghat. Narada offers prayers. Meanwhile, Akrura is making his way in the morning from Mathura to Vrindavan. And he is so happy because he has been praying to see Krishna. That's the only reason he was with Kamsa and acting as if he was loyal to Kamsa, and he was rewarded because Kamsa trusted him to go bring Krishna. So he says, what great noble act has been performed, or what austerity has been performed by me, I don't know, that I have been given this great gift of receiving Krishna. He says, Kim maya acharitam bhadram, kim taptam paramam tapaha, kim vatap yarhate dattam, yad drakshami adya keshavam. I am going to go and see Keshava today. Not only see him, but I am the one to bring Keshava back from Vrindavan to Mathura. I don't know what austerities I did, but I've been blessed with this great fortune. He says all inauspiciousness is gone when one surrenders to Bhagavan. And here, by simply seeing Krishna in this form, all my inauspiciousness is gone. He says, Mama adya amangalam nashtam palavamschaiva me bhavaha yanmasye bhagavato yogidir yo angri pankajam. By beholding the lotus feet of Krishna, all the amangal, all the inauspiciousness will be instantly eviscerated. Then he starts envisioning how it will be to go meet Krishna. He says, once I meet Krishna, what will Krishna do? Will Krishna put his lotus hands on my head, the same lotus hands with which Bali Maharaja was blessed, the same lotus hands which has blessed so many? Will he bless that with those lotus hands? Will he touch my head? Will he embrace me? How will Balaram be? Will I be able to touch their lotus feet? All of these ways in which he is envisioning how will the meeting be. And he is so in rapture. He is in such a great rapture of devotion. He is going to meet Krishna. We can imagine how he waited for all these years. He is an old man too. He is the grand uncle of Krishna. And he knows the prophecy, being a pure devotee, that Krishna will come. Krishna is Bhagavan and he will come and he will take care of the Yadus. He will end the evil reign of Kamsa and he will restore Dharma. And most importantly, he will be full of grace by just simply seeing him. So he has been waiting for this day for all these years back in Mathura. So while Krishna was engaging in such beautiful leelas in Vrindavan, there were so many in Mathura who have been in the pangs of separation. So we now see how the separation that's felt by the gopis was felt by people in Mathura too, in a different way. In Mathura, of course, it's Aishwarya Bhava. They are looking upon Krishna as the savior, as the king who is to come and protect them. Whereas in Vrindavan, the mood is of very dear friend or son or lover. So the sweetness of the mood is different, but the pangs of separation is the same. So Akrura, with this mood of separation, now finally about to see Krishna, he is coming with such joy in his new chariot, and he is thanking even Kamsa, because whatever Kamsa is, he has given me this favor by sending me to bring Krishna and Balaram back. And then he says to himself that when I see Krishna, I will simply touch his lotus feet. It will be such a great blessing to look at him. And in this way he comes, and as he approaches Vrindavan, it is said that the sun is starting to set, and he goes to the banks of Vrindavan, and there he sees, banks of Yamuna that is, and there he sees the footprints of Krishna. Krishna's footprints are very distinct, and he sees those footprints of Krishna, and in his ecstasy, it is said that he simply falls on the sand, prostrate, and literally rolls in the mud of Yamuna's banks, because he has seen the footprints of Krishna. He has been waiting to see Krishna. Before seeing Krishna, he is seeing the footprints, and he knows this is the footprint of his beloved Krishna. So he simply rolls in the mud of Yamuna. So that's why Yamuna's dust, the mud of Vrindavan, is considered so auspicious, because every inch of it has been touched by Krishna's lotus feet. And Akrura is known for, that's why, offering Vandanam. When we saw the 9 forms of worship, when Prahalad described 9 forms of worship, he said Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Vandana, Pada Sevana, Dasya, Sakya, Atmanivedana. In that, we saw the best example of each. Vandana is to offer obeisance by falling flat, and Akrura is considered the best, highest example, because even by simply seeing the footprints of Krishna, he falls prostrate and he rolls in the mud of Vrindavan with such ecstasy, love, and devotion. And then he proceeds further, and he inquires his way and reaches the house of Nanda and Yashoda. And when he reaches this place, it is already dusk, and as we know the beautiful routine of Krishna, Krishna goes in the daytime, takes the cows to pasture, comes back, and then after coming back with all the dust of the Vrindavan, he takes a nice bath, and then again very beautifully dressed with ornaments and jewels. So when Akrura enters the courtyard of Nanda and Yashoda, he is blessed with the most divine sight, because Krishna and Balaram, they are both there, and one of them, Krishna, is wearing yellow silk, Balaram is wearing blue silk, as they always do, and the two, he beholds them right there. After all this expectation, he sees both of them standing in the courtyard next to a cow, and he cannot believe his vision. It says here, Dadarsha Krishnam Ramam cha Vajre Vrije Godohanam Gatau Pita Neelambaradharau Sharadamburhekshanau Kishorau Shyamalashwatau Sriniketou Brihadbrujau Sumukau Sundaravarau Balavid Birada Vikramau. So all of these are in dual case, because they are two. He is seeing Rama Keshavau and Pitambara Neelambara Dharau. One is yellow, one is blue silk. Both are Kisharau, both are young men. And Shyamala Ashwatau, one is dark complexioned, one is light complexioned. Sriniketau, both are abodes of all opulences. Sumukhau, both are having such beautiful faces. So in this way he sees them, and then he, in his mind, he immediately says, Pradhana Purushau Adyau Jagat Hetu Jagatpati Avatirnau Jagatyarte Swa Amshane Bala Keshavau. So Bala is Balarama, Keshava is Krishna. Or another place he says, Rama Krishna Yoho. So he says, Papata Charanopante Dandavat Rama Krishna Yoho. Rama Krishna is a name we normally use, and the word Ramakrishna can sometimes be meant to refer to Dasharatha Rama and Krishna, but when they are appearing together, it is always Balaram and Krishna is what's referred to as Ramakrishna, because Rama is Balaram and Krishna is Krishna. So he's offering immediately. So what he saw, what he envisioned is exactly what he is blessed with. and even more than what he could have ever imagined. So it says, Papata Charanopante Dandavad Ramakrishna Yoho. At the lotus feet of Rama and Krishna, he falls like a stick. Dandavat means to just fall like a, so that's why he is glorified for doing Vandanam. He falls like a stick and he is so blessed, and Krishna lifts him up and gives him a big hug, and he is completely in great horripilation. All his hairs are standing up. He is in tears of ecstasy. Then Balaram hugs him and he is thus welcomed so beautifully. Akrura is got his Janma Saphalya, as they say. The very purpose of his birth has been achieved by this moment of beholding Krishna, touching his lotus feet, being hugged by Krishna and Balaram. Then they take him inside the house. Nanda is there. They welcome him, and Krishna and Balaram offer him very beautiful food. He has come from a long travel, so he is given the most opulent feast and he eats a nice meal. He is so blessed to sit around Krishna and Balaram. They are both not even eating. They are insisting that, as per protocol, being the guest and also being a very senior person, he is fed so well by Krishna and Balaram. They are both taking care of him, and after he is eaten, Krishna brings him refreshments to freshen the mouth, and Balaram and Krishna both take his one each leg and they massage his feet, and Akrura is unable to refuse any of this, and he is only in tears to see the most beautiful way Krishna and Balaram offer service to Akrura, who wanted to offer his service to them. So this is the exchange of such love, that Krishna serves the feet of those who wants to serve him. So he takes Akrura's feet in his hand and massages his feet. So does Balaram. And then they ask, are you okay? You've been in Kamsa's land for all these years, and we know about you because they know he is this grand uncle, and you must be going through a lot of suffering. Please tell us, what have you come for? So they don't ever ask him anything. First, these are all called as Atiti Samskara, taking care of the guest first without any question, just welcoming him, feeding him, giving him rest. Only after that they ask him, what is the purpose of your visit? How can we help you? And then Akrura says, we have come because Kamsa has sent me to bring you both to Mathura. Kamsa has been unleashing terror, and now he wants to kill you. He revealed his plan to me that he wants to bring you, and he's organizing a big wrestling match, and there he is arranged for elephant, and which is the Kuvalaya Pida, and two wrestlers, Mushtika and Chanura. All of them are being prepared in order to kill you both. This is what he has sent me for. And of course Krishna and Balaram simply smile, knowing that all these silly plans of Kamsa are only going to boomerang on him. So they say, not to worry, we will go with you, because this is the time for us to go and finish the business. And Nanda too decides that he will go along with Krishna and Balaram, and they will, because there is a wrestling match and there is big festivities organized in Mathura. Nanda anyway goes regularly to offer his taxes and so on. We saw even he met with Vasudeva once in this way. So Nanda also tells all the cowherd men that let's all arrange our bullock carts, and tomorrow morning we will all leave, taking Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So the news spreads like wildfire in the land of Vrindavan, and of course the ones who are most disheartened, sad, agonized are the gopis. The gopis come to hear of this news that our beloved Krishna along with Balaram is going back to Vrindavan. Just like that, next morning he is going to go. All these days and months and years they have been beholding the feast of Krishna. They have been seeing Krishna from morning till night. We saw how even during the day when Krishna leaves to take the cows to pasture with the boys, they are in agony of separation. They sang the Yugala Geetam, envisioning what Krishna was doing throughout the day, waiting for him to come back in the evening. And then when Krishna takes refreshments and is ready in the evening, they meet with him secretly, as we saw on Sharad Purnima and after that. So in this way, they have been having such loving association with Krishna, and suddenly this news comes like a earthquake to them that Krishna is going to simply leave tomorrow morning. And so one gopi faints literally, one gopi enters into samadhi, one gopi, all her bangles are broken and she falls down, one gopi starts crying. So every gopi is responding to this great news of agony in different ways. And they are talking among themselves and they say, Aho Vidhata Tavana Kvachidaya. They say, you do not have any mercy, O Creator, in that you brought us in face-to-face contact with Mukunda. We have been feasting on him and now you are separating us away from him. And then they hear the name of this person coming, Akrura, who has come to take Krishna away. Akrura means one who is never cruel. In fact, the word krura is the root of the word English word cruel as well. Many English words have their roots through Latin in Sanskrit only. So cruel comes from krura. Akrura means one who is never cruel. But so these gopis say, what an irony, his name is not cruel, but he is doing the most cruel act. They say, Krurastvam Akruramakhya. So you are called Akrura, but you are doing the most Krura act by separating us from our Krishna. And we don't know how we are going to spend the rest of our time. And in this way, they all get together in the same forest of Vrindavan, all the gopis. Now Krishna is not there. And they all spend that whole night together. And they are only praying that this night will never end, because they know that when the sun rises, they are going to have to say their goodbye to Krishna and they don't know when he will come back. And so they are all talking among themselves and they are wondering in their own innocent way how Krishna, after he goes to Mathura, may not remember them. They think to themselves, the women of Mathura will be very different from us. They are all very high. Mathura is a city. These gopis are all rural, simple village women. So they say to themselves, these women of Mathura will be so highly cultured and they'll be very different, whereas we are all so innocent. Will Krishna even remember us after seeing all of them? There will be great Utsava in Mathura. On the other hand, they are happy for Mathura. They say, Mahotsavam Sri Ramanam Gunaspadam Drakshayanti Ye Cha Advani Devaki Sutam. So Ramanam, they say Krishna is Ramana, because Ramana also means the one who gives joy. The highest joy is given by the Guru and Bhagavan. So Ramana and Krishna. So here Krishna is referred to as by them as Mahotsavaha Sri Ramanam Gunaspadam Drakshyanti. They are going to see this great festival, Mahotsavaha, and they are all going to be in joy by seeing Devaki Sutta, son of Devaki. But here we are left without the presence of Krishna. In this way they cry and they laugh and they dance and they sing and they spend the whole night awake. But sure enough, the sun comes up and they know that Krishna is going to leave. And so they all cry and they say, there is a beautiful verse Shukha Brahmam says, they throw away all their inhibitions, all their shyness, and they cry out to Krishna saying, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. They say, Evam Bruvana Virahatura Brisham Vrijastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasaha Visrujya Lajjam Rurudusma Suswaram Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. They are singing, O Govinda, O Madhava, O Damodara, are you going to leave us like this? And by leaving aside all inhibitions, all shyness of any kind, not worrying about anyone, they cry out loud, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So this phrase, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, that's why a very beautiful refrain of so many kirtans and bhajans, because the gopis cry out spontaneously, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. In this way, they are all in great agony, and the morning comes and Krishna is getting ready to leave. They all come to the courtyard of Nanda and all the bullock carts are ready. Krishna is there, Balaram is there, and Krishna smiles at them, but he knows that the next phase of his earthly avatar has come and he has to go. So he only smiles at the gopis, and within he knows that the greatest blessing he can give the gopis is only this mood of intense separation, because their love is so high that nothing can take them to the higher plane than the separation, which only intensifies the love. So Krishna actually blesses them, even though it appears that Krishna is leaving them for good. He blesses them with the separation, which intensifies the gopis to live every moment thinking of Krishna. And they all see Krishna in the chariot of Akrura along with Balaram and the bullock carts as a procession. And they look at the way as the whole procession goes. They look at the road. They keep on looking. First, slowly, the chariot and the bullock carts are gone away from the vision. Then only the dust is seen, and even the dust settles down, and the gopis settle down to the fact that they will have to now only remember Krishna with all the pastimes they have had, and they hug each other and remain in this highest ecstasy of separation, while Krishna marches on with Akrura to Mathura.